Hello and welcome to the TomFM channel, and today we've got a kind of experiment, I suppose, for you, but we're going to be seeing if Football Manager 2019 can predict the 2019-2020 season in real life, which I think could be actually quite reliable. Now, in order to do this, I have downloaded the latest transfer update database. If you Google these things, they'll just come up straight away, like Football Manager 2019 database, updated database, that kind of thing. Loads of them pop up, so it's all pretty decent. You can just get any one of them. They're all good. They're all decent. Most of them work pretty well. So I've got this one that should be updated to today's the 3rd of August that I'm recording this. This should be updated to today, which is pretty good with all the updated transfers. I don't know if the Harry Maguire transfer has actually gone through yet. If we search by position, the Harry Maguire transfer hasn't quite gone through yet for Manchester United. I'm not sure if it's actually gone through in real life yet. I don't think it's actually been properly confirmed. That's probably why it's not there. But like my team, Lincoln City, that I support, we've got Tyler Walker playing for us, and he only signed for us yesterday afternoon. So it really is a relatively accurate reflection of this coming season. So essentially, it's going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to go on holiday for a season. We'll come back and we'll look through the National League, League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League, and we'll see who wins it, who gets relegated. And then we'll come back at the end of the season. We'll use it again and see how accurate it actually was. So a lot of you I know, especially my Discord, if you go into the link in the description, you can get into my Discord server. A lot of us there have been putting our predictions for different leagues in. So it'd be good to compare this to those predictions as well. So, I mean, it's just a little nice experiment, I think, to see what potentially might happen. Before we get into it, though, I want you to leave a comment in the description, and I want you to say who's going to win from the National League, League 2, League 1, the Championship, and the Premier League. For me, personally, I think the winner of the National League is going to be Notts County. I think League 2 is probably going to be Mansfield. League 1, as much as I want it to be Lincoln City, it's going to be Sunderland or Portsmouth. I'm going to go for Portsmouth, I reckon. We'll go Portsmouth for top of League 1. Championship, that's a little bit more hard. I probably would have gone like Middlesbrough, to be fair, on the grounds that they're a good side, but they drew 3-3 with Luton last night. So I'm going to go for top of the Championship. It's definitely going to be Leeds United. Big call, I know, but Leeds United. And then the Premier League, I can't see past Man City winning it again. So Man City for me in the Premier League. So that's my predictions. Let me know in the comments what your predictions for promoted or the champions of each division are. So pretty simply, all I'm going to do is just go on holiday for... in fact, let's come back in... Well, we're going to come... Now, obviously, we should be coming back in 2020, but because this is Football Manager 2019, it automatically starts in the 2018-19 season. So it's updated, but it's just a year behind technically. So ignore the dates. It's the real updates. We're going to go back to the season ends in end of May, doesn't it? So we'll go sometimes a bit in June actually, doesn't it? So we'll go to the 6th of June. We'll set 6th of June. We're going to go on holiday for a year and see what happens. So before we do that, if you like the idea of this video, please do drop a like on it for me, and it would be great to have you on board. So do press that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you here, and also press the notification bell so you never miss a video of mine and we can get started. So thank you very much. Enjoy the video. And just like that, we are in the future, a season in the future. Now we're going to see how each league has panned out. So we're going to start off with the National League. I think I said Notts County were going to win this, didn't I? Notts County were going to win the National League. If we go to the National League, if we can actually find it. Vanarama National League, right. Okay, well, I wasn't too far off, actually. Notts County, who I thought were going to win it, end up third and win promotion by the playoffs. But it's Wrexham, who Football Manager is predicting to be the champions of the National League, which actually probably isn't actually too far off. I think Wrexham are a pretty decent side. Woking perhaps could be a little bit too high in second there, but you know, you never quite know these things. There's always a bit of a bogey team. Chesterfield, Sutton, Barnet are up there. That seems relatively straightforward to me. I think I've got to say Aldershot doing well. I think they made a few good signings and things like that. So they probably will be up there, to be fair. I think they'll be a decent side. Yeovil, obviously the troubles going on at Yeovil, I wouldn't expect them to do well in real life this season. They'll probably struggle quite a bit. I imagine actually in reality Notts County will probably struggle a bit more than they will do in this Football Manager universe because they've had new ownership and things like that. But hopefully I think they'll be up pretty quickly, to be fair. Looking down the relegated sides though, Barrow, Eastleigh, Torquay and Chorley. I mean, not that my National League knowledge is massively, you know, I've not got a huge amount of National League knowledge. But I don't think that's too dissimilar. I think Torquay, they got promoted last season. I think they'll probably do enough to survive Torquay. But I can't say I disagree with Barrow and things like that. I think they probably will go down. So that's what Football Manager thinks the National League is going to look like come the end of the season. As we move our way up into League 2, I said Mansfield were going to win League 2, didn't I? So as we go into League 2, I was bang on correct with that. Mansfield in this Universal Football Manager end up champions with Bradford City in second, which, to be fair, actually, Bradford will probably do quite well. I'm not sure they'll be automatic, but they'll do very well, Bradford, I think. And Carlisle, interestingly, in third. A decent side. I don't think they made the playoffs last season, but I don't think they'll be in the top 3, but they probably will be in and around the playoffs. Scunthorpe are promoted via the playoffs. Scunthorpe, I think, will do well. I think they have got a good side. I reckon they will be in the top 3, but I still think Mansfield are going to end up winning it. Grimsby surprisingly up in 8th, to be fair. I think they've made a few decent signs. They've got Matt Green, for example, up front for them, so he'll be quite good. Forest Green will always be up there as well. Morecambe and Crawley, I think, probably a bit too high. I don't think they will be up that high. Exeter probably a bit too far down for my liking. I think Salford will do a lot better. They'll be up there as well. Salford will be in the top half, definitely. And Northampton, I think, to be fair, that might not be too far off. And if you're a Northampton fan, you'll probably disagree with me, but you've made a ridiculous amount of signings this summer. How they're all going to gel with each other. They might gel with each other by the end of the season, but I think the first few weeks you will struggle. So 22nd is probably a bit too far down for you, but I don't think you're going to be up in the playoffs and things like that. Cambridge and Leyton Orient getting relegated. Again, I don't agree with that. I think Macclesfield will be going down with all their financial issues and things like that. And I'm not quite sure he'll be able to call, actually, for the next team going down. But I think Macclesfield definitely will be one side going down. I think Port Vale might be a candidate as well, which is a bit unfortunate with their new ownership. But I think Port Vale will probably be in around the relegation battle. But there we go. That's what League 2, that's what it's meant to look like, apparently, come the end of the season. So hopefully, if you're a Mansfield fan, that's what it will look like come the end of the season. If we go into League 1, I said Sunderland or Portsmouth, and I said no, it's definitely going to be Portsmouth, I think I said. So if we go up into League 1 and have a look at what's gone on here, Sunderland have gone up through the playoffs, which is obviously quite good for me in my prediction, but the champions are Portsmouth. I am nailing these predictions, which is absolutely fantastic. So Portsmouth, promoted in first position. Brilliant stuff. Burton and Sunderland, interestingly, in second and third. I don't think Burton will come that high. I think second place will go to Sunderland. They won't be in the playoffs. I think Burton will be a bit further down, personally. Coventry in fourth. They're probably going to be nailed on, as are Ipswich. To be fair, actually, this is very realistic in my opinion. I don't think Burton are going to be up there. It's going to be Portsmouth, Sunderland, Coventry, Ipswich, Peterborough, and then maybe... I'm not quite sure who would get... to be fair, Doncaster getting relegated. I reckon Doncaster will be up there, to be fair. Doncaster getting relegated, that seems unfair to me. My team, Lincoln City in 17th. I will absolutely take that. There's a lot of Lincoln City fans out there who want us to get playoffs and promoted again, straight away. Which is just, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you now. 20th, I'll be happy with come the end of the season. As long as we don't get relegated, I'm happy with whatever season Lincoln City have. We've not been in League One for 20 years, and so I want to maximise this. As long as we just build year on year, stay in the division, I'm happy with it. I don't care. If 20th, I don't care. We're up still. That's absolutely fine by me. I don't agree with the predictions that's going to say we're in the top 6. I just don't agree with that at all. So, I mean, hope we are, obviously, but I just don't think that's going to happen. But I think that top 6 that this League One Football Manager prediction has done, 5 out of 6 of those are correct. Definitely. Rotherham might be up there as well, to be fair. So I'd swap Burton with Rotherham then. But other than that, that seems pretty accurate to me, that top 5, top 6. So good stuff, Football Manager. If we now go into the Championship, I said Leeds United were going to win the Championship, didn't I? So if we go into the Championship, look at the league table. Fulham, and to be fair, I forgot Fulham were in there, to be fair. They'll be a very good side. Leeds are promoted, though, so I've got 2 dead on with the champions. The other 2 teams that I said were going to be champions have actually ended up getting promoted, so fair play. I am a genius, obviously. Fulham, West Brom promoted. To be fair, yeah, I can see that happening. Leeds also going to be up there. Stoke just missing out. Derby up there. Derby are always up there, though. Cardiff. Nottingham Forest down in 12th. I think they've got a team good enough this season to be in the playoffs, so hopefully they will be. A lot of people seem to predict Brentford are going to be right up there as well. And to be fair, they have made quite a good few signings, so maybe they will be in around the playoff mix sort of thing. Don't think Swansea will do quite as well as that. If we look at relegated sides, Sheffield Wednesday seems a little bit harsh. Luton, I think, is probably going to be a bit harsh. I think they've got enough to stay up this season. But Millwall, I might have to agree with that one, to be fair. Millwall probably will be going down. The Championship's really, really hard to predict. I think it's probably the hardest division to predict. But I've got to say, I think Football Manager's probably done a relatively good job of this one. Another big one, the Premier League. I said I can't look past Man City. Man City are going to be winning the Premier League this season. Are they going to be winning the Premier League? Let's check it out. English Premier Division. Whoa, okay. So it's not Man City winning the league, it's Arsenal winning the league. And not just winning the league, winning it by 9 clear points. Now, that is not what I expected at all. And I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry, Arsenal fans. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I don't think Callum Wilson being top goal scorer in the league either is going to happen. I think Aubameyang with 20 goals, easy. Are you with 20 goals? Not a chance. Obviously, this prediction's got Crystal Palace in 6th. That's ambitious, but I would actually argue that this top 4, I would swap Man United with Tottenham, but I think that's pretty accurate. I think Arsenal will scrape top 4, but Man City will win it. Tottenham or Liverpool 2nd, I would imagine, with Arsenal 4th. Chelsea down to 7th, not too unreasonable. I think they might actually come down to 7th. I think Man United 5th, and I would actually put, surprisingly, Wolves are down to 16th here, but I'd put Wolves in at 6th probably this season in real life. Leicester and Bournemouth and Everton, I think, will make up the rest of the top 10 in my opinion. I think this is all. I'd swap Palace and Wolves. That's all I'd swap, and then obviously the places around a little bit, but I think that's pretty accurate. Brighton are doing too well there. Villa probably will be 11th, I reckon. But to be fair, it's not bad. Sheffield United and Norwich, 100% definitely going down in my opinion. I think Southampton will scrape it. They'll swap with Newcastle. Newcastle will be in the bottom 3. Southampton will be 17th. To be fair, it's accurate. It's relatively accurate. Top 10, all I'd do is you put Wolves in my top 10, and that's my top 10, definitely. I'd obviously change what I said earlier with top 4, obviously, but I think that's not too bad of a prediction from Football Manager. We'll come back at the end of the season, obviously, and see what's happened, but that's a pretty good one. And whilst we're here, we may as well look at some of the cups as well. So the FA Cup, they've got Liverpool beating Arsenal in the final in extra time. We'll see if that happens in real life. The Carabao Cup, Man City beat Liverpool in extra time. Interesting. We look at the Europa, or what's it called in this? Euro Cup, I think it's called in this, isn't it? Euro Cup. We don't want the Champions Cup. We want Euro Cup. They're predicting a final of Man United and Lazio. I haven't obviously simulated far enough in the future for that to happen, but one of those teams will win it. And the Champions League, Valencia versus Atletico Madrid. I can see Atletico getting to the final, definitely. Probably not Valencia, though. I feel like that's a little bit too much for Valencia asking there. But we'll obviously see come the end of the season if this is true. Will this prediction actually happen? So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this little quick video on Football League predictions and things like that. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop a like on the video for me. And it'd be great to have you on board. So please do feel free to subscribe. It'd be great to have you here, especially with notifications turned on so you never miss a video. Leave a comment down below if you haven't already what you think who's going to win each division. That'd be great to see. If you agree with this, if you don't agree with it, let me know. It's a good discussion, this. And we can have a discussion as well in the Discord. Get yourself in the Discord. And also, join the fantasy Premier League football, that is. I'm going to be using this sort of experiment as a basis for picking my fantasy football side. That'll come out at some point next week. So there's a link in the description, I think there should be at least, to join the fantasy football league stuff. There'll be a video later on this week as well. So get your teams made, join the league, and we'll see who actually is going to be predicting the best players in the Premier League this season as well. So that's coming up very soon. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.